Chief.
Yep.
Jack, he's on top of it.
Lift early to avoid the weather. I thought I would need to, yeah, but it was too slow.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Well, thank you, everyone. Mayor's report. The only thing I would like to do before I do this presentation here for the chief is I want to thank everybody for your support. I wasn't here at the last meeting. I appreciate everybody supporting me and voting for me. Okay. That's right, this side. All right, what I'm doing this evening is Chief Walker here has completed the Command College in Jeff City. And I wanted to take time to recognize him for all his dedication and the time. We've got a top-notch police force, and I believe it's all because of him. And he was presented this, but I wanted to make it official where we would present it here, so the public knows in appreciation of what he does for our community. This is a plaque from the college, so everybody sees that. So congratulations, Chief.
Thank you.
We really do appreciate you. Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
I guess I should have wrote some. Okay. That's really all I have. City Administrator.
Y'all probably noticed that the TAP sidewalk project is nearly done. It looks really good. Chad had a front porch view of that. And the entrance to the parking lot of First Street is so nice, rather than dragging on the bottom of your car. So we're really happy with that, and we should be doing like a walkthrough of that project really soon and wrap that up. Our water crew will also be out this week on tomorrow and Wednesday. They'll be working on water hookups on 3rd Street off of Schiller. I wanted to keep you all up to date on that Senate bill that we've been following. Senate Bill 1065 having to do with the relocation of cable and broadband facilities in the public right-of-way. So I received an update today that says that Senator Ben Brown has agreed to amend it to exclude cities and counties from that bill. So it does keep the requirement for MoDOT to pay for those relocation costs, but not cities and counties. So I'm glad for that. We need to schedule a budget workshop. I'll have the budget for you on the deadline, May 1st. And if you are able, the first week of May is probably the best, being that the second week is pretty filled up with different conflicting meetings already. I talked to Ash, who is under the weather. Wednesday, May 6th works for him. Does anybody have a conflict with that date? That would be next Wednesday. It's kind of a quick turnaround, but if not then we probably need to push it off until the 3rd week of May.
Everybody good with that?
Okay.
We're good for May.
All right, we will schedule it for Wednesday, May 6th. That's kind of a short turnaround for our department heads too, but I will try to get as many of them there as possible.
7 o'clock?
7...
6?
6? 7. What are you saying to me?
I'm saying 6.
You're saying 6.
I would like to be earlier, wouldn't
Yeah.
It's up to you.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you like to be earlier? Yeah.
Okay. We'll call it 6 o'clock. You don't want to be here at 11.
I don't, yeah, I won't be here until 11.
No, I'm good for plowing through as much as we can. Also, Next Board of Aldermen meeting falls on Memorial Day, and we traditionally push that to Tuesday, May 26th. Is everybody good with that? Mr. Mayor, is that a yes?
Yep.
Okay. All right, a reminder to the public that our big trash pickup day is this Saturday, May 2nd. That is your opportunity to put your big items up at curbside pickup. And maybe we want to stop here and discuss the fireworks launch site. So our last meeting, the fireworks company had suggested to the chamber that the pedestrian ramp between the boat ramps down to the riverfront would be a good launch site. The emergency personnel in town had some concerns with that, and the fireworks company fellow came down today after the storms at the riverfront to look at some alternate sites, basically flipping the location to the east end. And you have two new diagrams on your desk. The first one would be their preferable plan A, and the second one would be their backup plan B. And since Chief is the one who actually spoke to him, do you want to come up here and give them a little more detail about that?
Speaking with, I forget his name, the gentleman, Dan, he didn't realize that far end of the east side had a big clearing facing the river. He said that would work well for them, where they could angle the fireworks to shoot straight over the river at about 300 plus feet in the air. He said the only concern with that spot is if we get a lot of rainfall and it's really muddy back there and trying to get their trailer back there, they'd have to go to plan B and use that cul-de-sac there, which means we have to push everybody further west back away from it. But he says that gives them a clearer sight with no trees in the way to go straight up at an angle like 300 plus feet in the air above the tree line so everybody can see it. And he didn't realize that opening was back there when he first went down there until today and realized how clear it was back there. So he said it would work, and we would push everybody back where they couldn't sit there in the cul-de-sac. We'd keep that open, give it more fallout area just in case,
Right.
but that just gives us more room to utilize that for riverfront for people to sit at, and they can sit down by the boat docks or the further down there in Wall Street also and still see everything. But unless we get a significant amount of rain that's very muddy, then we probably wouldn't be able to get his trailer back there. We'd have to go to plan B, which is using that cul-de-sac and pushing everybody further west.
Everybody good with that?
On Plan B, were they going to be
Plan B, he
sitting
would have to use,
on the Wharf Street?
Plan B, he would be in that cul-de-sac there at the
Down
very
where the
end.
alternate is, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
But are they going to be on Wharf Street because he has it,
No, they wouldn't be on
like
Wall
they would
Street.
be sitting on Wharf Street?
No, they would just have to use that concrete area
Okay.
to shoot them from if it's too muddy. Which we'd have to push everybody further back west.
I'm talking about the pedestrians sitting
I mean,
on
your
Wharf
pedestrians
Street
should be
on
fine.
Plan B.
Yeah, I mean, we just have to push them back as best we could if we have to go that Plan B.
So your emergency people will be able to, your ambulance or anything will be able to,
Yeah, we usually have an
They're
ambulance
parked
parked down there anyway, behind the old grocery store. There's usually an ambulance backed in there, or two of them.
okay.
So if you guys are okay with this, then you would need a motion to approve both Plan A and Plan B for backup.
Anybody have any questions or reason not to approve it?
Make a motion to approve Plan A and Plan B.
Motion's been made, do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried.
Thanks.
Very good. Thank you, Chief.
Welcome.
Okay. You done?
Oh, yes, I am. Thank you.
Tourism and economic development.
Good evening, everyone. This is my quarterly report. And so at the Visitor Information Center at the Amtrak station, the team held a training Tuesday. We visited Captain Woolton, Murphy's Bed and Breakfast, Concert Hall, and Missouri's Trading Post, Willie's, Phillies, and the 413. Sharon Meyer was at City Hall for 2 days working with the business partners to help them get listed on visitmo.com. She has a May Day scheduled and will make appointments with businesses to get them listed on visitmo.com. What we're doing is we're trying to get more and more of our businesses listed, the tourism-focused businesses. We only have about 38 of our businesses listed on visitmo.com, and this is a free service that we really want our businesses and attractions to take advantage of. Anita Watson is working on a volunteer program for the Visitor Information Center. We're asking for locals and business owners to greet visitors who are coming in off the train when we don't have staff there for the last 2 trains. This is going to be especially important during the World Cup when we have visitors potentially coming in from all over the world to a strange community. So we really want to put on the Hermann hospitality and welcome them and get them to where they're going safe and sound. Sharon Meyer is working with me to set up a not-for-profit for the Amtrak station, caboose, and the parking lot. Several other train stations have not-for-profits that support their ongoing maintenance issues, and we've got a list of issues, and I'm sure more will appear within the next couple of years. Lisa continues to update business hours, post the calendar of events, and manage the inventory of visitor guides and rack cards. I drafted an agritourism itinerary and a faith itinerary in cooperation with St. Louis Arch and Riverboat Cruises and Perry County Heritage Tourism. We will be marketing those at the Travel Alliance Partnership Conference in June and through numerous other outlets. Rob and I have been working on itineraries for 24 bus and or meeting groups for this year. Last year we had 24 the entire year, calendar year of 2025. And this year we're already at that number. So we do expect that we will get several more bus tour groups and meeting groups to come to Hermann. 2 of the bus tour groups that we're working with are actually doing overnight stays and are a result of that TAP conference that we started going to 2 years ago. So exciting. New event, Taste of Hermann, was held March 5th through 15th. We had more than 20 restaurants and specialty food shops participating. And we'll be making an announcement soon about the total donation to the food pantry. It was a really good event, and hopefully we'll get a nice chunk of change for the food pantry who needs it very much. Very exciting news. We have 4 journalists from Great Britain, along with 1 host from Brand USA visiting us the Friday before Mother's Day. This is an opportunity that came through Explorer St. Louis because of the new direct flights with British Airways. So we're really excited to have these 4 journalists coming and getting the opportunity to show them our beautiful town. And they're coming for a day and a night and riding the Amtrak from St. Louis and then on to Kansas City. So we're really excited about that. I met with 2 Mizzou students recently who are doing a story about distilleries here in Hermann. On grants, we have the marketing matching grant through the Missouri Division of Tourism. For FY26, Rob and I are working on our digital marketing projects with Madden Media for Q4, and Rob is also working on the reporting for Q3. For FY27, we've also been working with Madden Media to develop our FY27 marketing plan. We have 2 billboards on I-44 pending your approval tonight, starting in July, and we're really excited about that. We've not had any presence on I-44 since about 2018 or 2019. So we've taken some funds that normally would be put into print media that we're now switching those funds to those 2 billboards. Especially important this year with the 100th anniversary of Route 66. We also have a marketing platform development grant that we've hired Matt Wilson of Wilson Video Productions. He's done several photo and video shoots for us. He produced several reels for us to use on social media and on our YouTube channel, as well as a 4-minute video in our series of Minute with the Maker. And this Minute with the Maker featured Wurstmeister Mike. So if you've not been out to see that, please go out to our YouTube channel or to any of our social media platforms to view that video. It's a very, very good video about Mike and his history here in Hermann. Meetings, events, etc. On April 1st, the tourism team hosted a World Cup meeting for our business partners. Jim Rowland from the Missouri Division of Tourism came down and was our guest speaker. Told us everything that's going on in Kansas City and how we can be a part of it and how to be prepared. I participated in a meeting at the Capitol hosted by Representative Travis Wilson to form a passenger rail caucus, which will be a group of legislators who work towards better policies and legislative outcomes for passenger rail. I'm working with Tricia to secure a company who can help us find investors to build a hotel or 2 hotels in Hermann and to update our feasibility study, and many other meetings and events as the quarter. That was the quarter. Any questions?
I just want to say that the World Cup meeting was amazing. Thank you for putting that on. And then the Taste of Hermann, there were so many locals that came out to that is, you know, it has to be an ongoing event because it was just amazing.
Next year, I think it's March 4th through 14th,
Okay.
2 weekends. Thanks.
Very good. Thank you for all you do.
Thank you.
We have no public comments. We will move on to ordinance.
Ordinances, the first for you to consider is Bill number 2026-14 for first reading. An ordinance to approve an agreement for dispatch services between the City of Hermann and the Gasconade County E911 Board.
So I brought this to your attention at the last meeting, that our initial agreement with 911, back when they had a different director, we had agreed that after a year, they would reassess our payment to see if it corresponded with our call log. And so when they did that, they studied the cat entries for an entire year and found out that our call log was, call volume was lower than even Owensville's. So they are amenable to lowering that from $18,000 to $10,000. The only other change in here was that the sick and vacation coverage, they lowered by $10 an hour. And then added that after, if we used up all those 340 hours of sick and vacation coverage, then it would go to $40 an hour. And took out the requirement, initially they thought, and we thought, that they would need an extra dispatcher on staff to handle our added volume, but it turns out that is not the case, but they will have extra people on during our festivals, May and Oktoberfest.
Very good. Any questions? If not, have a motion to approve.
I make a motion to approve 2026-14.
Motion's made. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Would you read that again? Second.
Bill number 2026-14 for second reading. An ordinance to approve an agreement for dispatch services between the City of Hermann and the Gasconade County E911 Board.
We have a motion to approve second reading.
I'll make a motion, bill number 2026-14, second read.
Motion has been made. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried.
Next is bill number 2026-15 for first reading. An ordinance to approve a contract for outdoor advertising by and between the City of Hermann, Missouri and DDI Media.
This is for the billboard on I-44. Any questions? If not, do I have a motion to approve?
So this will be from 26 through 28, this billboard.
Right, it's July of 2026 through June of 2028. It'll happen with our fiscal year. And we'll get matching funds through the Missouri Division of Tourism for 2 years.
I move to place bill number 2026-15 on first reading.
Motion's been made. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Does that need to be read the second time? Yes.
All right, bill number 2026-15 for second reading. An ordinance to approve a contract for outdoor advertising by and between the City of Hermann, Missouri and DDI Media.
Do I have a motion to approve second reading?
Make a motion, bill number 2026-15, second read.
Motion has been made. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. We'll move on to motions. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes from last meeting?
I make a motion to approve.
Motion's made, do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Excuse me. Invoices for payment. Do I have a motion to pay our bills?
Make a motion to pay our bills.
Motion has been made. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any
Opposed?
2 ayes, 1 opposed. Hire lifeguards for 2026 pool season. We have a motion to approve the list of lifeguards.
Motion to approve.
Motion's made, do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Hire umpires and field prep workers for the 2026 Youth Summer League. Do I have a motion to approve that, or those people?
I move to approve the workers.
Motion.
Summer.
Motion has been made, do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Appoint Robert Fleming to the Park Board.
Motion to approve.
We have a motion, do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Approve a bid for a D7-F bulldozer from Missouri surplus property for $17,000.
So you all probably saw the email that Jesse sent out to you last Thursday. We were going to budget a skid loader for $102,000 in the upcoming budget to replace the high lift that is irreparable. And then Missouri Surplus puts out an advertisement, which you have in front of you there, every week with the new items that they have. And Jesse and Jason spotted this bulldozer that's only $17,000. And went down there and looked at it, and all the details are in the email. It's in good working order, although they will have to, when they need parts and things, they will have to get them. They can't get them locally, but they thought this would suit our needs for at least 2 or 3 years, as opposed to getting that other expensive piece of equipment. And honestly, the utilities were really tight. They were each going to have to pay $17,000. That was divided 6 ways. This will only be with hauling like $2,000 per department. Those 6 departments splitting that total. So this is Jesse and Jason's recommendation.
Is that in this year's budget, or we have to purchase it now, right?
Say that again?
It has to be in this year's budget,
Yeah, we have to purchase
25.
it within 10 days.
but we have enough in the,
Yeah,
Budget to cover all
each
that.
department has a margin to cover that $2,000.
and do we have to have a different trailer to haul this?
So
dozer?
Tri-County is going to haul it for us for a fee, $1,200.
But if we needed to haul it around here to sites, do we?
Oh. I can only presume so, or they wouldn't have purchased it.
Okay, I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Any other questions? If not, do I have a motion to approve?
I make a motion to approve.
Motion made, do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? Caterers permit for the Wood Hat Spirits for the My Fest Show in East 3rd Street, May 16, 2026. Have a motion to
I
approve.
move to approve the caterer permit for Wood Hat Spirits.
Motion has been made, do I have a second? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Approved. Caterers permit Hermann and Cart Festival of Hope Amphitheater, June 27, 2026. Motion to approve.
Motion to approve.
Motion's made, second.
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Caterers permit for the Fancy Pheasant My Fest Schiller in East 3rd Street, May 16, 2026. Motion to approve.
I make a motion to approve.
Motion's made, second.
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Caterers permit Old Vine Kitchen Emporium My Fest Schiller in East 3rd Street. Motion to approve.
I move to approve it.
Motion's made, second.
Second.
All in favor, aye? Any opposed?
Abstain.
1 abstain. Special event application for the Hermann Fire Pickleball Tournament and food and bake sales, City Park Tennis Court and Firehouse at May 9th, 2026.
Motion to approve.
Motion's made, do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Special event application for the Hermann High School FCCLA Pickleball Tournament, City Park Tennis Courts, May 19th and 20th, 2026. Motion to approve that one.
So moved.
Motion made, do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Special event application, James Witherspoon Show Me Jazz Festival Amphitheater, June 13th, 2026. Motion to approve that one.
Motion to approve.
Motion's made
I'll second.
and a second.
Can I just add in there that maybe put in the motion to include the street closures? Partial street closure of East Fifth between Schiller and Gutenberg, you said that's for food trucks?
Yes.
Okay.
It's the same street closure that the Harvest Festival,
Okay.
On this jazz festival one, is the street closure?
yes.
Okay.
They didn't have it on their application?
It is on
They
your
do.
application.
It is on the application.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right, so we're amending that. I have a motion and a second with the amendments. Everybody good with that? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Special event application for the Hermann Area Chamber of Commerce, Lucas Randolph, Run for the Patriots 5K and silent auction at the Hermann Riverfront Park Pavilion and various city streets on July 4th, 2026.
So moved.
I had a question on where they asked for use of the traffic cones and the vest. I mean, this is for safety. Are they aware of if they don't turn it in, we will bill them for the full cost to replace it?
Have you talked to him?
I'm not sure if he's aware of that. I know that after talking to Todd in the street department, he made the decision not to lend it out anymore, because we went on a good month reaching out to him, trying to get the items back. So he made the decision not to lend them out to him anymore, so we let him know each time he turns in the application that he has to provide his own.
Okay. I read that in there as well.
But was it taken out of the application?
No,
No.
he still put it on his application.
But he should know because last year
He
we
was,
didn't
yeah,
let
he
him
was
either.
made aware last year.
And you
Um,
will when you give him his license, it'll be clear that, yeah.
Yeah, and he was, when he submitted it again this year, he was told again.
Okay.
Okay.
Everybody clear? Do we have a motion to approve then?
Without the, I move to approve it without him, without us letting him use the
Right.
cones and the vest.
Do we have a motion, do we have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Special event application for the St. Paul UCC Rally Day Worship Service and Church Picnic at the Amphitheater, August 23rd, 2026.
I move to approve the St. Paul BCC.
Motion has been made, do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
No. So carried. The special event application for the Mighty Kingdom Academy Barbecue Fundraiser Hermann Liver Parking Lot, May 16th, 2026. Do I have a motion to approve that?
Make a motion to approve.
Motion made, do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Festival event application for the Brush and Palette Club Arts and Crafts Festival, Hermann Middle School, October 10th, 11th, 2026. And a motion to approve.
Motion to approve.
Motion made, do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. We have no reports. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Motion made, do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned. Thank you, everyone.